Hi, I'm Andy Costello, your professional realtor, and I'm here with Andrey Ivanov of Flash Love. So Andrey, tell everybody, what do you do? Tell us a little bit about Flash Love.
Yeah, that's usually a big question to open up with. A little bit about Flash Love. Our mission focus is to connect with the youth, encourage them to get involved in the community. And the way that we do that is we build leaders and we implement their leadership capability and skills by serving the community.
So where did this idea come from? Because that's a pretty big, bold mission.
Yeah, it's hard to describe and say in a short amount of time. Where did this idea come from? 5 years ago, when we launched, it actually spawned from something that we were really turned off by seeing on television. There was a popular game that was kind of spreading virally across the United States. It was called the Knockout Game, and it was youth that would gather in groups, and they would slug unsuspecting senior citizens and homeless people, and they would videotape it and laugh about it. And we were just turned off by that, and we wanted to respond in a positive way, because obviously you get all kinds of emotions and disgust that comes with it. And we thought, instead of just being mad at them, for doing something very foolish and harmful, what if we just showed leadership, here locally, and we did just that. We put together an event in an elderly or in a community where a lot of elderly people were living still in their homes, and we did a huge cleanup in an hour and 45 minutes. We cleaned up 25 yards, and we were able to do a flash mob, but something that brought kindness and love, and I think it set hope in a very good way.
Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So you've been at this 5 years, and so what's been the biggest challenge that you've run into since you started?
Gosh, that's another huge question too. What's the biggest challenge? Well, I think with any organization, with any growth that happens, there's a lot of pieces that are. There's a lot of elements that need to be handled, which often fall on one or just very few people, because nobody gets paid, and goodness, there's a lot of operational tasks that come in with mobilizing a group like this and making things happen. So just trying to handle all of it and still keep the mission alive. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Still keep the mission alive, and not get bogged down with paperwork and the day-to-day stuff, and continue to have that heart, continue to have that energy, and go out and stay on course with what you set out to do.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you've proven your model works. What do you attribute your success to?
I attribute our success to the people who came, and to the people who consistently showed up to give, to love, to respond with an action. They didn't just talk about it. They really stepped forward, and we've had an opportunity to meet so many incredible people on the way, and I'm talking from youth to adults, who were a part of it. I mean, we had people of all kinds of caliber, that showed up and were a part, and I'm grateful for every single heart that we've had a chance to get to know and do life with.
That makes sense. So if there was one thing that you could share with the community that you would want them to know about your organization, what would that be?
Gosh, that's another big one. What I want the community to know about us? Well, we've hit a phase that I've just recently made a statement where we've reached a point where we called it Flash Love 2.0, and we've just went from a miniature organization to going in a mega scale. The youth that I've had the privilege of working with, I mean, seeing them take ownership, seeing them take these leadership positions and add value to others, train up others how to organize an event, how to pull together resources, how to plan it from A to Z. They have taken off that workload off of me, and they have now begun to duplicate this model. So we're at a point now where we're going deeper into the schools, where we have representatives that are in the schools talking to the youth and saying, hey, they're giving them an outlet. They're giving them an outlet to serve. For a lot of youth, I think, even for adults, it's like, you'll hear people say, I don't know where to serve. I don't know where to start. Think about for someone that doesn't drive. Think about the disconnect often happens there. And so the youth are making contact with their peers. They're reaching out to those who may not have any friends. They're reaching out to those who may have a ton of friends, and simply just want to connect with a family. They want to feel, a part of something, and do something good in the process. Leave something great. And connect and possibly even experience, a passion that comes out of all this.
So that's a lot that you've got packaged in there. So if you could put your message on a billboard about your organization, what would you want what would you want the billboard to say?
We want people to know. We want people to understand us as we build leaders, and then we engage them into community service. So we build leaders by having them express their gifts, their talents in that way.
That makes sense. So tell everybody, where are you located? How can they get in touch with Flash Love? If they want to get involved or just want more information?
The best way to connect with us, I guess, and stay connected with us is go on to our Facebook page at, it's Flash Love, or go on our website, which is flashlove.org, and over there you can subscribe to our newsletter where we're informing our I won't call them followers. They're family to us, because these people are involved, at different levels, and so yeah, that's a way to stay in touch. Our events have been closed, like closed events, so it helps us gauge, because our events are in a flash mob kind of way. So we, just to kind of give a little bit of that, but we have been serving again. Primarily with youth, and just recently started working with adults as well, and doing these community service projects.
Great. Well, thank you, Andrey, to you and for your team and all you're doing for our community. You're moving mountains with your efforts.
I appreciate the opportunity to share. It's always such a privilege, honestly, to be asked these questions, from someone who cares, and someone like yourself who does so much as well. So I thank you for this.
Thank you, Andrey. Take care, everybody.